Good morning, YouTube. It is Natural Beauty 0708 coming at you once again. I just wanted to share a few tips with you today that I've learned so far with having my own business. Um, they were actually things that I already knew anyway, but I guess I was just tested on what I already knew. Um, as many of you know from looking at some of my previous videos, that I do make jewelry. I make handmade jewelry. I'm actually wearing a pair of the earrings now. I don't know if you can really see them because my camera is actually attached to my laptop, so it doesn't give the best view. But it's just a cowrie shell, a brown cowrie shell with freshwater pearl, and those are wrapped in gold wire, and it's a little hoop. Those are one pair of the earrings that I've made. But I wanted to try and get my products out there. I know that, there are things that I can do on my own, but I also wanted people that have a lot of exposure to, try to help me to get my product out there or whatever. So I asked someone, I've actually asked several people that have high views to their channel if they would actually wear a pair of my earrings um, on their videos to help me try to get my jewelry out there. And I had one person that actually said yes, and so I mailed the earrings to them and everything, and I'm waiting on that person to do the video wearing, those particular earrings. And I have no doubt that things will turn out positive between me and, that person, so far as them upholding their end of the bargain. But just looking back in hindsight, from a business perspective, I just wish that I would have had a contract between me and that person. That way, they would have been clear about what they expected from me, and I would have been clear about what I expected from them, and it would have been protection for the two of us. So when you're getting into things with people from a business perspective, make sure that you have something in writing. Verbal is not always good because they can dispute what you say, you can dispute what they say. And if it's a matter that has to end up in court, you may find yourself on the losing end of the battle. It just depends on who's more believable if there's actually nothing in writing to present as evidence. And also, I just want to say, don't let people use you. Um, I've had someone to actually come to me and say that they wanted to wear a pair of my earrings. Well, not even wear a pair of my earrings, have a pair of my earrings because they socialize a lot and that they're sure that the earrings would be a conversation piece because they are unique. They're very different. So they're sure that, a lot of people would come up and ask, where did you get your earrings? And they would have been able to tell them where they got the earrings, and that would have helped me with my sales. I kind of chuckled after I got over the disbelief. I'm like, are you serious? I can't really believe that you even had the audacity to actually ask me that. But whether it's friends, you know, um, whether it's family, just don't let anybody, use you. When you're starting a business, even if it is small scale, even if it's, just on the internet, and you don't have the overhead that you would actually have as if you were in an actual building, it's still expensive to try and start a business and get your products and everything out there. So don't let friends or family, make you feel bad or make you feel that you're obligated to them, for some reason, and just, continue to get over on you. Um, I've also had um, people try and claim my work, you know, as their own. I won't get into the logistics of it, but if on your website, make it clear that nobody has the right to copy your work and post it anywhere else. And if someone approaches you and ask you, can they post your work on their website? You know, again, make it written, outline the facts that they will have to give you credit for the work that belongs to you, and also that they will have to post on that website where where individuals can get your work from. And if that person doesn't agree to those terms, then chances are they probably were trying to get over on you anyway. So, just be careful, and especially to all my sisters out there, just be careful. Make sure that you protect yourself, and I wish you a lot of success. Thanks for watching YouTube. Have a good day.